Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Once upon a time, there was a mother pig, and her 3 little pigs. Do you know the story of the 3 little pigs, right? Mother pig, mama, and her 3 little pigs. Sporty pig. Oh, come on, everybody, let's go. 1, 2, yeah, good, very good, good. Pig, funky pig.
Oink!
Oink! Oink! Oink! Come on, everybody.
Together!
Oink! 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 And Smarty Pig. Eh? Smarty Pig. Right. Smarty Pig.
This little piggy went black boots. This little piggy went oink. This little piggy wore bathrobe. Saved all her silver and coins. This little piggy was bingo. This little piggy was brown. This little piggy was funky. This little piggy went to town. Raven, this little piggy was sweet. Don't throw Mr. Piggy into bacon from the bad bull that we say. Look at your feathers, rang and muddy. Look at your snout, skanky with snout. Look at your tail, it's supposed to be curly. You miserable, you monkey scrub. You deserve to be scolded by a big bad moon. You animals just lie down these front feet wrong. Slam, 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 dig up you. Ahoo, dig up you. Dig up you. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy said hop. This little piggy had supper. This little piggy had done. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy said hop. This little piggy went to supper. This little piggy had done.
Along came a hungry and wicked wolf.
Don't misunderstand me. Don't build and judge you. I'm not as you see.
the wood. Spare ribs, cakes and bowling stew, driven and gammon and bacon too.
Only the old is in the middle. All I want is the biggest level.
Let's go prancing, hey in the middle. Let's play piggy,
Big in the middle.
piggy in the middle.
Biggie. Oh, and your breakfast. Home fried eggs. Give me the crackling. That food is best.
Salami and scratching, stand pie and jelly. Join a roast, please, a hot pork belly. Want a sand chip or on a summer boat. Fresh fried tomatoes, both rattle and cold.
Only the young is in the middle. All I want is the biggest middle.
Let's go prancing, hey in the middle. Let's play piggy, piggy in the middle. Piggy in the middle.
Misunderestimate me. Don't be so easily offended. It's just my nature makes me want to eat your sweet bread, sweet bread, sweet bread, sweet bread, sweet bread, sweet bread, sweet bread.
The big bad wolf knocked at the pig's door and called out in a gruff voice, little pig, can I come in?" The little pig grunted and answered,
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
"Can we do that together? 2, 3. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin."
I will not let you in.
You'll be sorry, growled the wolf. I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in. Come on, help me guys, come on. The wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house of straw in. Then he ate the first little pig. He ate the first little pig. He knocked at the door of the second pig and called out in a gruff voice, little pig, can I come in?" The little pig grunted and answered, 2, 3.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Let's do that together, 2, 3. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
I will not let you in. Blah.
You'll be sorry, growled the wolf. Help me out here. I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in. So the wolf huffed. Come on, everybody. And he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed some more, and at last he blew the house of twigs right down. Then he ate the second little pig. Then he came to the house of the third little pig. He knocked at the door. And said in a gruff voice, little pig, may I come in?" The little pig grunted and answered, 2, 3.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I will not let you in.
Let's do that together, 2, 3. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. You'll be sorry, growled the wolf. I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in. So the wolf huffed. Come on, everybody. And he puffed, and he huffed, 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 and he puffed. But he could not blow the house in because it was made of bricks. The wolf got mad. Little pig, I will catch you anyhow. I'm going to climb up on the roof, come down the chimney, and eat you up. Come down, said the little pig. Hurry up. The wolf came down the chimney.
Who's that looking in the eyes?
Once upon a time, there was a dear little girl. A dear little girl. Do you know what her name was? Who was loved most of all by her grandma. Grandma! Oh, hello there, Grandma. Isn't she cute? Once, she gave her a little Red Riding Hood of red velvet, which suited her so well that she would never wear anything else. So, she was always called 2, 3, Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mother said to her, "Come, Little Red Riding Hood, here is a piece of cake and a bottle of wine. Take them to your grandmother. She is ill and weak. They will do her good. And do not run off the path, or you may fall and break the bottle. Then your grandmother will get nothing."
I will take great care.
"I will take great care," Little Red Riding Hood promised. Grandmother lived out in the wood, half a league from the village. And just as Little Red Riding Hood entered the wood, a wolf met her.
You got to make. That's to make. I am so rude and happy. No one in the sky can estimate just how big my buffet. Charged a great tornado, like a hurricane. And no breeze in your backyard, breathing hot and roaring flame, making municipal key. Put you on a toasted forky, throw you down with a blistering sneeze, blow your heart. Tummy aching, something chronic, my name
what a wicked creature he was, and was not at all afraid of him. "Good day, Little Red Riding Hood," he said.
Thank you kindly, Wolf.
"Thank you kindly, Wolf." "Whither away so early, Little Red Riding Hood?"
To my grandmother's.
"To my grandmother's." "What have you got in your apron?"
Cake and a bottle of wine.
"Cake and wine? Where does your grandmother live, Little Red Riding Hood?"
That around in the wood under the 3 large oak trees.
"In the wood, under the 3 large oak trees. You surely must know it," replied Little Red Riding Hood. The wolf thought to himself, "What a tender young creature! What a nice, plump mouthful! She will be better to eat than the old woman." Thank you. So, he walked for a short time by the side of Little Red Riding Hood. And then he said, "See, Little Red Riding Hood, how pretty the flowers are about here. How sweetly the little birds are singing. You walk gravely along as if you were going to school, while everything else in the wood is merry."
What can ail thee, wretched wife? Alone, palely loitering. The scent is withered from the lake, no birds sing. What can ail thee, wretched wife, so withered, so woebegone? The squirrel's winnowing is full, and the harvest done. I see a lily on thy brow, which was even one night of fading rose with children. I met a lady full of dead child, her foot was light and her eyes were wild. I said to her, "On my face in sleep, and there's nothing I saw all day long. Besides Betty's would she listen and sing a fairy song."
Fairy song. Little Red Riding Hood raised her eyes, and when she saw the pretty flowers growing everywhere, she thought, "Suppose I take grandmother a fresh nosegay. That would please her. I shall still get there in good time." So, forgetting her promise, she ran from the path into the wood. And whenever she picked one flower, she fancied that she still had a prettier one farther on, and ran after it, and so got deeper and deeper into the wood.
Early in the morning rise to bread, so green, so pure and smooth, is what we find that his face struck my brow. The soul
Meanwhile, the wolf ran straight to grandmother's house and knocked at the door.
Who is there?
Who is there? Little Red Riding Hood, replied the wolf, bringing cake and wine. Open the door.
Lift the latch.
Lift the latch, called out grandmother.
I'm too weak.
I am too weak. The wolf lifted the latch. The door sprang open, and without saying a word, he went straight to grandmother's bed and devoured her! He devoured her! Then he put on her clothes, dressed himself in her cap, put on her clothes, it's hard to be Granny. Put on her cap and laid himself in bed and drew the curtains. Little Red Riding Hood, who had been picking flowers, was surprised to find the cottage door standing open. And when she went into the room, she said to herself, "Oh dear, how uneasy I feel today." She called out,
Good morning.
"Good morning," but received no answer. So she went to the bed, drew back the curtains, and there lay her grandmother with her cap pulled far over her face, looking very strange.
Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have.
All the better to hear you with, my child.
But grandmother, what big eyes you have.
2, 3. All the better to see you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what large hands you have.
All the better to hug you with.
But grandmother, what large mouth you have.
2, 3. All the better to eat you with. And scarcely had the wolf said this that in one bound he was out of bed and swallowed up Little Red Riding Hood. Then he lay down again. Fell asleep and began to snore. Can you snore? That smarty pants pig. Smarty pants pig. No, he didn't eat that one. Was just passing the house and thought to herself, "The old woman is snoring." So he went into the room and saw the wolf. "Do I find you here, you old sinner?" said he. "I have long sought to get revenge on you for eating my porkers."
Я давно готовил свой план мести за то, что ты съел
you're a man with a criminal mind. Books over time, the various schemes keep making. I listen to Vadim. I read all the Polonik. It's me who's Kaya. Wasting steps stories. I'm boss of the leader. I'm head of this time. Don't mess with my family. We ain't your for fights. Ain't your for fights. What didn't kill me make me strange. I got an alternative. It's no brainer. Possibility is my throat. Look me in the eye. Don't what you got. I listen to Vadim. I read all the Polonik. It's me who's got ya. Break your bones. I'm boss of the leader. I'm head of this time. Don't mess with my family. We ain't your for fights. Ain't your for fights.
But just then, it occurred to him that the wolf might have devoured grandmother. So he took his knife and cut open the stomach of the sleeping wolf. There he saw Little Red Riding Hood. And the little girl sprang out, crying,
Oh, how frightened I've been! How dark it was inside the wolf!
and after that, the aged grandmother came out alive also, but scarcely able to breathe, clutching the two little pigs. Hooray, she's clutching the two. Ah, Granny. Then the wolf awoke, ran away, climbed on the roof, screaming, "You'll never take me alive, Granny!"
I am the son of Adam and Lilith. Untimely grown from the womb by a pig. I made you wish you hadn't been born. I open your light in the eye of the storm. I'm bad, I'm through. I smell like a fish. My smell is carnal, like a soul of a fridge. Untimely torn from the womb by a pig. Untimely torn from the womb by a pig. Big by a big, down by a big, she's little and sits her on the side. She's valid and silky like an animal's food, all fatty and milky, torn from the wall by a vessel of death. Drunk on the moon, she's got bad breath. Daddy damn boy, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a love's dress. Poop of the party, poop of the party. Oh yes, I look as soft as an otter by hook or by crook. I'll take you down. I am the felicitous rotter, born with a frown in a night gown. It's your trotters, make you totter. Free little swine, snack on your snuts. Oh, piglets, I'll dine. Don't need nothing fancy, a nice glass of wine. What you done with your tea?
hypocrite, even a sinner. That won't stop me. You'll be my dinner. Then the smell of sausages reached the wolf, and he sniffed and peeked down. At last, stretched out his neck so far that he could no longer keep his footing, and began to slip and slipped down from the roof, and was dispatched by a musket.
That scared me.
All the three little pigs were delighted. Grandmother drank the wine, which Little Red Riding Hood had brought, and Little Red Riding Hood went joyously home. And no one ever did anything to harm her again. And the big bad wolf became a zombie.
Riding Hood, you sure are looking good to everything that a big bad wolf would want. Listen to me, Little Red Riding Hood. I don't think little
Thank you very much, boys and girls, for coming. Flying Banana Children's Theater together with Tessa and Evidence. Round of applause!
Being eyes you have, the kind of eyes that troubles men. So just to see the truth, don't get chased. I think you ought to walk with me for a ways. What foolish you have, the shame to learn someone else. So until you get to grandma's place, think you want to walk with me and be safe. Gonna keep my shape suits on until I'm sure that you've been shown that I can't be trusted. Walking with you alone. A Little Red Riding Hood, I'd like to hold you if I could, but you might be I'm a big bad wolf, so I won't. Won't be hard ahead. Little Red Riding Hood, even bad wolves can be good. I try to be satisfied, just to close here by your side. Maybe you'll see things my way before we get to grandma's place. Little Red Riding Hood, you sure are looking good. Yeah, I mean, that a big bad wolf could run.
Come on, guys, let me hear you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, Flying Bananas Children's Theater together with Tessa and Evidence. Happy Halloween! One more time, Happy Halloween! Let's give a howl. Oh. Thank you very much!
Саша, повернитесь, Саша, дядь. Саш, повернитесь. На меня посмотрите.
Беда! Беда случилась! Вы все чего пришли сюда? Не слышу! На Хэллоуин? А, вы за конфет. Так вот, ребята, беда случилась. Вы знаете, кто я? Пират. Правильно, пират. Меня зовут Сахаров.